There was like I also want to point out that like over 2,000 Korean American businesses were actually damaged and destroyed. Um, the rooftop Koreans weren't able to protect everyone. Like some stores did end up being vandalized and some being set on fire. Unfortunately, that was just the way it was, and over I believe there was like a total of over 1 billion in property damages overall due to the LA riots. After this incident, a lot of like Korean Americans, they kind of realized that they need to like be more, involved in like politics or more like involved in like society. Like you couldn't just be like this isolated, segregated group. Like they needed to like integrate more with the overall American society. So that's like something that changed after the LA riots. As I mentioned earlier, vast majority of the LAPD, they focus on protecting like Beverly Hills and Fairfax. And yeah, the main reason why Koreatown was kind of just abandoned was because they just didn't have a lot of influence. So this like encouraged more Korean Americans to run for office and to get more involved in the government and, like have a bit more influence. So like, if this situation were to happen again, there wouldn't be so much damage and there wouldn't be like so many people being
Villainized.
injured, yeah, or being killed. So yeah, it definitely really changed Korean Americans overall and their perception and how they approach things in life.
Well, it put Korean Americans in the spotlight. And I don't know if they had been in the spotlight in that way before this occurrence, but I think what it probably did, and you can tell me if you agree or not, it probably prompted the Korean Americans like, hey, we can't just be Koreans who came to America and try to stay to ourselves. We need to integrate into America, into politics, become teachers. We can't just be the liquor store owners. We really got to, at least get the next generation involved in moving America in certain ways so that we can have a say in it, right? Does that make sense to you? Do you agree with that? Do you think that had an impact on that regard?
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, like, the generation of Koreans that came afterwards, rather than being like small business owners, most of them were like white collar workers. So this, like, I think encouraged like Korean Americans to really like encourage their kids to go to college and to pursue like professional careers because, you'll like have a lot more influence that way rather than just being like a small business owner. So yeah, that definitely like
Get
gave
into the
like Korean.
institutions a little more.
Yeah, yeah, like it got like more Korean Americans to like, be more involved in society and not be so segregated, not like constantly keep to themselves, like to, spread out and not like just be like, you know, congregated in Koreatown.
Yeah, and I completely understand being reclusive when you come from a different country under a dictatorial regime. You probably don't have many assets because they were all taken from you while you were there. And then you get to the new country, you kind of want to keep to yourself, build your own little neighborhood. That which all cultures do that. You can go all throughout Texas even, and there's one neighborhood. Why is everyone here African? The next neighborhood, why is everyone Korean? The next neighborhood, why is everyone Indian? Why is everyone Nepalese? Like that makes sense that they would want to do that. So that completely makes sense.